It's been a fucking while.
It really has.
We took a break to shoot a little movie that's not done shooting.
Is it little?
It's a decently okay sized movie.
Yeah.
You know, it's not about the size. It's about
The motion of the camera, yeah.
exactly what I was thinking. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
But you see, you know what I'm thrilled about? I'm thrilled that the entire audience has been waiting for a new reaction video, and instead they got this.
Give the people what they want.
Exactly. Hello, everyone. I'm Dalton Burdett,
I'm Nick Iricchio.
and we are the Movie Nights.
Well, some of them.
If you're watching this because you want to hear our uncensored
Unfiltered.
thoughts and opinions about the world of movies and entertainment news. So kick back
Relax.
and thank you for being part of the conversation. Dude, we fucking nailed that.
Nailed it immediately.
After so much time.
Right back into it.
And I'll let the viewers know, just off camera is our amazing producer on most of our short films and actress in some of them, Vittoria Rezanetti.
I am very happy to be back.
And, you know, there was so much news that we missed. We can't do all the news, you guys.
But we're damn sure going to try.
No, we're not.
All right, here we go. Let's go. Doctor Strange review.
We're not even going to try to do that.
We just watched Moon Knight episode 1.
Oh, my God. But we did keep some stories that I really wanted to talk about and some recent news, so it's not going to all be old stuff. But let's should I start off with happy or should I start off with lukewarm or should I start off with sad? Lukewarm. You guys know
the internal temperature of a tauntaun.
That's fucking funny. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of the Scream franchise. And I really like the most recent Scream film, the 5th film.
I said start with lukewarm.
This is lukewarm.
What's that? I know.
We were very excited that they were going to be doing Scream 6. And so this is going to be good news followed by lukewarm, because I just remembered something else.
Mm-hmm.
Hayden Panettiere's coming back.
Yeah, she is.
From Scream 4. We knew she was alive. We always knew. And they said thank you. They did that for us, Nick.
I thought you were just going to go, they're doing a Scream 6.
No, but we did know that.
Yeah.
But here's the unfortunate part. Apparently, salary negotiations have broken down with Neve Campbell, and as of today, she is not returning for Scream 6. She publicly spoke to Variety and several other outlets about it, commenting as such, saying that, hey, there was a pay disparity. I think I bring a certain value to the franchise. It's not the value they offered me. I said no. She told fans at a convention that it was a script thing, but I wouldn't go to a convention and be like, they're not paying me either. So I get it.
That's fair.
But I do think that it's a shame. The reason why it upsets me, because had they announced after Scream 5, like, hey, we have a story and Sydney's just not, the character of Sydney's just not part of it. Mm-hmm. I would have been completely okay with that, because I think at the end of Scream 5, you could go that direction.
I mean, I think Sydney's arc felt very complete after that. She survived, left, came back, helped a new generation survive, and you go on.
Yeah. But what upsets me is that she was part of the story, and now the story of the film is going to have to change and suffer because she won't be there.
Where did they leave her off at 5? I don't remember. Did she just kind of leave?
Yeah. But my worry is, because here's what we do know. We know that the 4 survivors of the film are coming back. Mm-hmm. And we know that Courtney Cox is coming back.
Yes.
Neve Campbell, clearly they had a plan for her. And like I said before, if it was a plan from the beginning, like, hey, not this one, that makes sense. Because something that I will say that as a Scream fan that I do expect from these movies, which I know you shouldn't really do, is have like blatant expectations for how a movie should go. Mm-hmm. Neve Campbell has spoken this much herself and just said, look, she's very protective of the character and she can never die. Sydney cannot die because she is a survivor. That is her whole thing. Mm-hmm. And at least now we know it wouldn't have been because of that. Because I have a feeling Neve Campbell straight up would have said, she fucking died in the script, and I know. You know, like, I feel like she would have just said that. So, I don't know. Part of me thinks that this is just very public negotiating. Of, like, I'm not going to be there. And Twitter had a field day with her saying that.
Yeah.
So, maybe they finally give the woman the money she deserves. Give her fucking money. But, what are your thoughts on Neve Campbell not being there? Oh, and I want to add a little tea. Don't take this as fact. I've heard that production was supposed to start in next month. And I've heard that it has now been delayed to September. Because they got to figure out what the fuck to do.
I mean, I think that she is synonymous with the franchise, as was Dewey and as was Courtney Cox's character.
Yeah, Gale. And
Gale Weathers.
And it's one of the few horror franchises where consistent characters kept coming back for every film.
And it's like Laurie with the Halloweens.
Yeah.
But, I mean, money's money. I'm sure they paid her a pretty penny to even think about coming back. You got to pay her what she wants. It's her franchise.
Yeah.
I mean, I know studio, but she's Sydney. And I mean, it could work without. Like I said, I felt like the way 5 ended with her just kind of going back, and I'd be fine just seeing the new cast of characters.
Yeah,
because I thought they were all fantastic.
I agree.
And you're getting Hayden Panettiere back. So I mean, it just seems like, what more could they do with Sydney if she has to survive every movie? You know, at what point does and with the way the originals were spaced out and everything, it worked.
Yeah.
With timing and everything, but it's like now back to back, like, oh, she survives again and again.
Yeah, because like again, my quarrel isn't with her not being in it; it's that she was going to be in it.
Yeah,
exactly. Like that's you know, because now I'm curious. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be a big deal if she was going to be in a scene.
Yeah.
Or 2 scenes, but it worries me that production is allegedly delayed because now I'm thinking, if she would have said no, because like if it was a cameo, no one's gonna ask for insane amount of money for a cameo.
Yeah.
So if she said no to the role because of money, that must mean she was going to be shooting enough days for her to be like, come on.
She was in it.
Yeah.
She was in it.
And that's what concerns me about the story.
5.
She was in a decent amount.
Yeah. Could it also? It's not, but it'd be funny if it was just some sort of viral marketing for like Scream 7, where it's like,
good.
oh, she leaves the franchise,
and then she's back,
and now
baby.
She's back, baby.
Yeah,
that'd be. Which, if that's the case, and they're like, yo, we can work this. Like, let's not have her in this one, and then 7, we just give her everything she wants.
And the thing that shocks me about this whole thing is she, from all accounts, from her end and from the writers and directors end, she had a great time on the new one.
Yeah,
and like everyone had. Apparently, it was a blast of a set.
Yeah.
And that makes me, like, I feel bad for the filmmakers and for her now, because I'm sure this is strictly from a producer and studio level of, like, we have a budget, we're not going over the budget to pay you, and she's like, guys, I'm sorry, I can't.
Yeah, but I'm Sydney fucking
Prescott. Exactly.
Of course
and
I have a gun.
Yes. And it's just, I'm hoping, like I said, that it's public negotiation and that 2-3 weeks go by and surprise, Sydney is in it.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think about this? Let us know in the comments below.
Or hear me out. Scream Zombies, where everyone is dead and they come back to life.
Paramount, hire him. That's all I ask.
Also, just scream at a ski resort. I want to see Ghostface on skis, stabbing him with the fucking.
Yes, dude, right here.
Come on.
That'd be incredible.
Let's write it.
I just want
you can call it
scheme. and oh my god, you know what? I still want this new movie to be called Scream 2, 2 or :2.
Scream TOO.
Yeah, Scream 2 2.
Scream 2 2. I like how I wrote it on our notes.
Yes, 6 Scream.
I'm
very upset that it wasn't Scrifivum.
Scrifivum.
Yeah. Or 5 Cream.
Take 3 in.
5 Cream.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on to our next story. Let's go with something sad. Let's bring it down, then bring it up after that. So we don't
hold on.
What?
You didn't start with the box office.
I know, because the box office makes me very happy, and I am saving it.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're not breaking formula.
Oh
here.
no,
okay.
There is fucking gnarly box office news that I'm gonna talk about. Anyways, sadness time. We don't cover a whole lot of celebrity deaths on the show, very rare ones. But Ray Liotta passed away recently.
Yes.
And it was very sudden. He was filming a movie, shot, said, "Good night, everyone. I'll see you in the morning." Didn't wake up. Horrifying, right?
Yeah.
And he was just such a prolific and great actor that it was just, he was someone that I really liked and respected and just kind of wasn't ready. Mm-hmm. Like, I was just like, oh my God, like, I'm never going to see another Ray Liotta film. Like, that hurts. Yeah. He was fucking excellent in Marriage Story. That's the most recent movie I can think I saw him in.
I think so as well, yeah.
And
he was terrific in that as a lawyer.
Yeah. And Hannah and I were recently watching, I was trying to get her on some Scorsese, and we watched Goodfellas recently for the first time, like a few months ago.
Classic.
And it's like, made him. He's so good in that. And it was just, it made me sad, and I wanted to share it.
Wild Hogs.
I forgot about
I
Wild
love
Hogs.
him in Wild Hogs. That movie's hysterical.
I don't care what anyone says.
I'll fight anyone on
is.
that. And Ray Liotta is, like, if you rewatch that movie, the comedic timing that Ray Liotta has, especially coming from, like, these gangster movies where he's the tough guy, and he's the tough guy biker, but just his comedic timing.
Fine, I'll break his hands.
Pay him the money. That's such a good movie.
What a fun movie. No, but I was very sad about Ray Liotta passing away. So, let us know in the comments what your favorite Ray Liotta performance and movie is to honor him. All right, let's move on to some cool movie news that dropped just yesterday, I think. Yesterday. There's a very successful 2019 film called Joker. Maybe you've heard of it.
I have, yes.
It made over $1 billion on a budget of a little over 60 million, I think, which is...
I didn't know Joker made $1 billion.
Yeah.
Oh, good for Joker.
Yeah, very, very good.
This makes sense for our story.
Yes, because it was planned as a one-and-done movie, an Elseworlds kind of thing, and its own separate part of the DC multiverse, its own universe. They were like, this is going to be great. Got nominated for a bunch of Oscars, won a couple Oscars, and then it made $1 billion. And Warner Brothers was like, hey.
How much?
Hey. Like, that was a lot. That was a lot of money. Okay, that was a bunch. That was a lot. Okay, and we really are hoping that you can do it again with the same budget and same results, please. That's pretty much what they said.
Oh yeah.
But the good news is, and here's what's really shocking me, because I didn't think the sequel would happen just because of Joaquin Phoenix. Because Joaquin Phoenix is very, very adamant. He's one of the few actors who can pick his projects and be picky.
Yeah.
And, like, he's very specific about the type of projects. Like, if he doesn't like the script, that's it. Like, he's not in.
Yeah.
And, like...
He doesn't even try to work with it.
Yeah. Like, for example, he was in final, not like... initial talk, he was in final negotiations in 2014 or 15 to play Doctor Strange.
Really?
And in the final contract moment, he was like, what's this multi-picture shit?
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, well, we have a plan, you got to be in the next Avengers movie. And he was like, no. And left. Like, was that close.
Holy crap.
Because he doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Like, he's just not what he does.
Can you imagine Joaquin Phoenix
I can.
in Spider-Man No Way Home?
Yes.
Saying Scooby-Doo this shit?
Yeah.
I want to live in that multiverse.
So badly. But anyway, to my surprise, a new Joker film has been announced. The script is finished. And Todd Phillips confirmed that Joaquin Phoenix is back. He posted it on Instagram. You can look it up and find it. And the working title for the film, I don't remember how it's pronounced.
It's the one on our list.
You put it on there?
I did.
It's not Joker 2, it's Morbin Time. That's not the title of the film.
It should be. It's like Folie à Deux or something?
It is, Folie à Deux. Folie à Deux.
Hey.
And what that means is, it is it's French. It is I believe it's French. I hope so.
I think so.
It is a psychological disorder, and it means madness for two. And what it is when two people share the same delusion. That's what that mental illness is. My initial thought, right, is, they're going to do their own version of Harley Quinn. Madness for two, a shared delusion. That's what it is. It's when two people have the exact same delusion. Harley Quinn makes sense. But recently, Willem Dafoe was doing an interview.
Oh.
And this was just a few weeks ago. I'm pulling this from GQ.
Okay.
Because I remember this. This was in June. The article came out recently, but this happened a long time ago. Willem Dafoe has fantasized about playing a Joker imposter opposite Joaquin Phoenix. It's Joker. And this is what he said in the interview.
Okay, go off, Willem.
He said, there's something interesting about, like, if there was a Joker imposter. So it would be possible to have not dueling Jokers, but someone that claims to be the Joker that isn't the Joker. And that kind of opens up the possibility of an interesting story, particularly if you had Joaquin Phoenix as Joker, and you had someone who's either imitating or riffing off of what he did. I fantasized about that. But other than that, I'm not talking to anybody about it. You're the first one. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking.
So what would that kind of be like? Joaquin Phoenix Joker being like, who the fuck's this clown?
Yes.
Literally.
So I'm thinking maybe Willem Dafoe, a few months ago, knew something that we didn't. Thoughts?
So there's a comic storyline that came out in recent years called, I think it was The Three Jokers.
Yes.
That'd be really funny if they're just building it up movie by movie. And then there's Joker 3 where there's just three Jokers.
Yes.
No, I mean, it's interesting to say that. My mind does go to Harley, but...
That's where mine initially went as well.
But here's my only thing about Harley, is that this is an Elseworld movie, right? They've established that. Margot Robbie owns that character.
Yeah.
And not saying, like, no one else can play Harley, but, like, she's so successful within the DC universe. Would Warner Brothers even want to, like, consider trying to have another Harley going?
Can I ask you something?
How many Batmans are there right now?
Starting in 2023, how many Batmans are there?
There's a lot of Batmans. Yeah. No, I mean, that's valid, but do you think he could be doing a Batman? Where it's like a fucked up take on Batman?
Ooh, what if the shared delusion is Batman?
Is Batman and Joker each having delusions?
But this movie would have to take place like 20 years after the first Joker because Batman was a kid.
Yeah, but Joaquin Phoenix can look the same.
Yeah.
I think.
We'll see.
So your mind goes to Harley or another Joker?
Initially, it went to Harley. I just remembered those Willem Dafoe comments. I was like, oh, it could be that. But
it'd be interesting.
It could be neither of this, by the way. It could be fucking none of this. But it's just thought it was curious.
Joker's twin brother, and it's just Joaquin Phoenix in a split role.
Yes, that's what I want.
I think it's very interesting. That title makes sense for how the first one was. I'm glad Joaquin Phoenix wanted to come back, especially if he's particular. And I'm curious as more stuff develops and more casting. And I just want to know if we're gonna get like some of the people back, like
Zazie Beetz,
or oh my god, who was Thomas Wayne?
Well, he got shot and killed.
Yeah, but flashback.
I
forgot that's how that movie ended. Yeah, that's right. Was it Chris Cooper? It wasn't Chris Cooper.
It might have been Chris Cooper.
Was it?
Yeah, maybe. My brain. You know what? I have a computer in front of me. What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah. But then my mind just jumps into. I mean, obviously, if you go with another Joker, you go to Willem Dafoe. You know what people have been saying? People really like that guy who's on Stranger Things this season. I saw a bunch of people fan casting him as the Joker.
Which guy?
The friendly orderly that Eleven is with.
Oh, yeah.
He gave me a young Willem Dafoe vibe.
I want him to be Freddy Krueger, personally.
See? People immediately went to Joker because everyone's got to be like, right?
Yeah.
I think he would fucking knock Jonathan Crane out the park.
Oh, yeah.
That is Scarecrow if I've ever seen one.
Fuck yeah. Oh, Scarecrow. That would be cool for Joker, too.
Scarecrow? Oh, the gas given the...
At Arkham.
I forget. He's at Arkham. Yeah, they could have a bunch of cameos.
No, you know
They're
what?
not going to.
Brett Cullen was Thomas Wayne.
Brett Cullen.
But
he looks like Chris Cooper.
Yeah, he does. But you know what? Joker was a really grounded and realistic take in the very 1970s Scorsese New York. Mm-hmm. And I think with that vibe, with that realism, I think the only reasonable solution for the sequel is definitely Killer Croc.
Clayface.
Clayface.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is with like the way that Joker was played and everything and the world that he built, a lot of the stuff in the Batman mythos seems very out of place. Like, even with Matt Reeves' Batman was still a very grounded take, but it was still fantastical.
Yeah.
Like, Gotham felt like a real place, but also a place that does not exist.
Yes.
Which was a very hard, like, balancing act to pull off.
Big agree.
But Joker could just be New York. Or, you know, like, that guy could exist.
Yes. He does. I've met him. Happened to my buddy Eric.
Happened to my buddy Eric once. It's gonna happen to him twice.
Yeah.
But it's like, what other villains can take that kind of approach, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And also, do you have him go up again? Does Joker need a villain?
No.
You know what I mean?
Here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. Society is the villain, yes.
Society is the villain.
Here's what I'm thinking. You know this movie's got to be good if the green light survived the axe of Zaslav.
It survived the axe of... It thirsts for blood. It survived that. Todd Phillips had a good enough idea that he wanted to come... Todd Phillips write him as well?
Yes.
Todd Phillips had a good enough idea to come back, and Joaquin Phoenix is the check there.
Yeah.
If it got to him...
Listen, I know that he's very particular about scripts, and that's 99% of the time what he goes off of, but man, I want to know how much he's getting paid.
I want to know how much
he's getting paid.
Like, how much did he get paid on the first if it was only a budget of 60?
I can look that up. How much was Joaquin Phoenix paid for Joker? He was paid...
Yeah, but I don't think they do Riddler that quick back to back. And also, like, that Riddler could exist, too. So I feel like, how do you do something different again?
He made $4.5 million.
Oh, that dude's getting 10.
Yo, apparently he earned 4.5 plus box office points.
That's a smart man.
He made some money.
Oh, that dude's getting 8 with box office again.
Oh, no, he's getting more than that.
More than 8?
Yeah.
Double? You don't think so?
I think 10. I think 10 was...
You think 10 was right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
10 plus box office?
He's probably going to get a producer credit, too. I wouldn't be surprised.
He'll probably get a producer credit.
Yeah.
So that's fair.
No, you can talk. What's up?
I don't know. I'm just commenting in my head.
She's talking to us.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
want to get part of the conversation, but I'm just thinking of comments that I'll post later.
No, but it's funny because Kyler says he can't listen or watch the show anymore because when he drives, he tries to talk back, and he's like, "Oh fuck, they're not here."
It's very stressful. I will tell you. Listening, like watching podcasts, I'm like, I have so much to say.
I used to do that all the time with movie fights.
Yes. Oh my god.
I'd be yelling in my car, going, "Are you insane?" I'd be like, they can't hear me.
Oh, shame. But yes, what do you guys think about Joker 2 happening? Let us know in the comments as we move on to our next story. In tune with the news that happened recently, this one came out fucking today.
Ooh.
You like Zack Snyder?
I have known to enjoy some of his work, yes.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
What was funny?
You guys are fucking obsessed. This is funny.
Not obsessed.
Okay, I am not.
No, you're not.
I enjoy his Justice League.
His Justice League was great.
Watchman was good.
Watchman.
The Watchman was good. And I did not care for Army of Darkness.
You mean Army of the Dead?
Yes, I mean Army
You
of the Dead.
on
I fucking love Army of
you
Darkness.
on the record said you do not care about Army of Darkness.
Cut that. Don't clip.
No,
I think that's really all I've seen from him. Oh, Man of Steel, I was fine. BVS was good.
I really like 300.
Solid.
Watchmen's okay.
The best thing he did was cast Ben Affleck as Batman.
True. I really like the extended edition of Batman v Superman, and I really like Man of Steel. I'm trying to think of. I was told to avoid Sucker Punch, so I've never watched it.
That's Zack Snyder?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That made me when I was 14. That's my whole identity. Well, I'm gonna make you
Go
watch that.
Sucker Punch.
God, you're obsessed with Zack Snyder, Victoria. It's really annoying. Calm down.
Oh, and of course I loved Zack Snyder's Justice League. But
It was okay.
I like the whole 3 of his movies.
but yeah, there's another one he did that it's not ringing a bell. Oh, his Dawn of the Dead remake was good.
Never saw it.
It's good. James Gunn wrote it. Very good. Anyway.
He also wrote Scooby-Doo.
Yes, he did.
And Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed.
Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Zack Snyder has a new film coming out. This is a fucking mess. called Rebel Moon.
Mm-hmm.
That you're aware of.
Yeah, I know.
And there was a casting that happened today.
This fucking threw me for a loop. I saw this and I was like, it got part on.
That Zack Snyder just posted.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell the good people the casting? Other than adding to a cast of Sofia Boutella, Digimon Hanzo, Ray Fisher, and other people whose names I'm not currently remembering.
Oscar winner, Sir Anthony Hopkins, has joined the cast of Zack Snyder's sci-fi epic space movie, Rebel Moon. And he's fucking playing a robot king? Odin. Father of Thor Odin's son.
Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal Lecter from the Silencio of the Lambs. Can you guys believe that shit?
I can't fucking stand you, dude. I swear to God.
How much do you think he got paid?
Oh, a lot.
Right?
Yeah.
What's the budget on this? Rebel
No,
Moon?
but okay, but I also want to bring this up too. You know what's funny? Netflix is sparing no expense in that movie. Recently, they've announced that they're going to cut back on their vanity projects. So right when Zack Snyder thought, finally, a studio that's going to respect me, fucking this shit's going to happen. And it's...
Okay, listen, I got a bone to pick with Netflix, though.
Go for it.
It's going to happen with Rebel Moon, too. The Netflix marketing team is absolute garbage.
Oh, horrible, yeah.
They have a movie coming out next month that has had one trailer and a set of teaser posters. That is their highest budgeted movie of, I think, $200 million.
The Gray Man.
The Gray Man, starring 3 of the biggest actors working right now. Chris Evans, the Captain America. Ryan Gosling, The Drive. And Ana de Armas, The Love of My Life. And it is directed by the Russo brothers, who have made little movies, such as Captain America Winter Soldier, Captain America Civil War, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, written by the writers who wrote little movies, such as Captain America the Winter Soldier, Captain America Civil War, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame, which this team has 2 of the highest grossing movies of all time. And you're going to give them one trailer a month before the movie? And you dump $200 million into it? Zack Snyder's lucky if he gets a teaser poster.
The Drive!
That broke you.
I'm crying. Dude, that was so fucking funny. Oh, man. I haven't had happiness like that in ages. Oh. Great rant, by the way. Everything you said was true. I was listening. I promise.
That's fair, yeah.
Great Man looks good.
I think it looks great.
What do you
know from the clip we've seen?
What do you guys think about Rebel Moon and the Gray Man?
And Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins.
Are you guys excited for the movie? Let us know in the comments below.
I didn't enjoy that. Okay. More news that happened today. Trailer for Black Adam.
Goddamn right there was.
And it was fucking good.
It was a good trailer.
My favorite moment in the trailer is Dr. Fate, I think it's Dr. Fate, talking to Black Adam, and he says, superheroes don't kill people, and he just goes, well, I do.
I do.
And it was amazing. It was everything I needed. When he just decks the plane, the wing off of the plane.
Great. Are you going to be a hero? Or... Okay, so...
How is Shazam going to beat him? That's what I want to know.
Shazam? They are totally setting up for be Black Adam Superman, right?
Yeah. If only they would get Henry Cavill back.
Zaslav wants him.
The axe.
The axe of
Thirst
Zaslav.
for blood.
I think... Yeah, I don't know what Shazam... I don't see how tonally those two are going to work together, and maybe that's where the humor of Shazam comes in, is in the dichotomy.
Yeah.
Because we've seen plenty of movies where the villain can be playing straight. We've all seen Hitman's Bodyguard and Gary Oldman. Yeah.
You're absolutely correct.
Yeah. But I mean, I'd be totally down to see Black Adam fight Superman, and Dwayne Johnson has been gunning for that too. He's just had meetings with Henry Cavill. Remember, like a while back, he just posted a photo of them drinking at his house.
They
and he was like,
they have the same manager.
Yeah, and that manager's gonna get paid if they make a Black Adam,
Black Adam
Superman movie.
Yeah.
I think the cast looks great. I'm super pumped for Dr. Fate, and then you get Pierce Brosnan, and I'm even more excited.
What I'm hoping they're setting up with the Superman thing
Mm-hmm.
is I hope in Shazam 2 at some point towards the end of the movie, maybe in the post credits, it establishes that like Black Adam is there and he's going to be the threat of Shazam 3.
Yeah.
And Shazam's like, "Oh fuck, I can't fight this guy by myself." And the Shazam family's like, "We can't help you." You know.
Yeah.
And then fucking
Vin Diesel.
it's
shows
the
up.
same
This is about
it's the same exact shot of yes.
Yeah.
It's the same exact shot of Superman from the Shazam 1 with no head, and he's like, "Will you help me?" And the camera just, and you see Henry Cavill's
You
face.
actually see him that
That
time.
would be amazing.
That'd be good. I hope we get another cameo that's just the body without the head.
God, I
Like
hope
I hope we
so.
get Batfleck, but it's just his body.
That would be so fucking funny.
I think it looks good. It just looks like an epic movie.
It does.
The Rock's been trying to make this for years, and I'm glad that
If I'm not mistaken, they announced. Hold on, I'm gonna look up when they announced he was
Yeah.
gonna play Black Adam.
And I'm glad that even through however long it's been, that they were even able to find a way to tie it into the universe. I mean, it seems pretty isolated from everything, as do most of the DC movies. But I think it looks great. I just have one criticism, that they didn't give him a black wig and a widow's peak. But that's what sequels are for.
Sure, buddy.
Okay, listen, Black Adam's not showing up. The Rock may be cameos, but there's no way Black Adam 2 is happening in the next 10 years.
Oh, probably not. But yeah, so it was announced at Black Adam that Dwayne The Rock Johnson was gonna play Black Adam in September of 2014.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what did you guys think about the Black Adam trailer? Again, let us know in the comments. Moving on to other shit. What We Do in the Shadows got renewed for seasons 5 and 6.
That's really good.
And season 4 is about to premiere soon.
Yeah, like next month or something. I
Yeah.
was delighted by that.
That's just a quick one. I love that show. Love that world.
It's a great show.
I haven't finished Wellington Paranormal yet.
I was worried with the most recent season
Mhm.
because Jermaine
Clement.
left,
Yeah.
but I quite enjoyed the show still.
It was still funny, and apparently, at least it doesn't seem like him leaving was like a...
Creative or
Yeah, he's just
or-
like, it's fine.
yeah.
Because, he hasn't been talking shit, or they haven't been talking shit, so,
Mm-hmm.
it's all good. So, yes, that is What We Do in the Shadows, renewed for seasons 5 and 6. Another quick bit of news.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do this again, because I did this with Anya Taylor-Joy, and I did this with Haley Steinfeld as well, early on, both future wives of mine. But other than how gorgeous they are, I called early on that they were incredible actresses, and I was like, yo, this person, yes. Specifically, and Anya Taylor-Joy, because when Haley Steinfeld did True Grit, the entire world was like, she's going to be something big. Anya Taylor-Joy from The Witch and Split, I was like, she is fucking good. And then into Thoroughbreds, I'm like, she's still fucking good. And then now she is what she is. I haven't watched it.
New Mutants.
New Mutants, which
She's
is
only in a few episodes. I haven't seen the most recent season. I think it comes out Friday.
They literally made her like the poster at one point.
Yeah, I know. Because
No,
they were
no,
like, oh, we got to.
what made me mad was when Queen's Gambit came out. I went to work and someone was like, "Who is that actress? I've never seen her before," and I left the room. But anyways,
Show.
I said the same thing. You were in the room with me when Borat 2 came out about Maria Bakalova, the girl who plays Borat's daughter. I was like, holy shit, she is fucking phenomenal. Like, phenomenal. Wasn't she nominated for an Oscar for that movie?
I believe so, yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah, she was.
check. Yeah, for Borat 2.
Supportive.
She is that good in the movie. She is that good.
I watched it, and I remember you saying that, but I didn't know she got
And
nominated.
so, anyways, let me confirm that really quick. Yes, she was nominated. So, she has been cast in Guardians of the Galaxy 3
Yes.
in an unknown role. And that movie's rap shooting, so she been cast.
She done been cast. Some
And
scoopers not doing their work.
I don't know any specifics. I just think that's exciting. By the way, source James Gunn tweeted it.
Yeah. Same with Ratcatcher.
Yeah, Ratcatcher from Suicide Squad.
Yep.
Daniela. Her name's on the poster.
Daniela Melchior.
Her name's on the poster. Hang on.
Bottom left.
Daniela
Melchior.
Melchior. Yes. Yes.
Melchior.
Melchior. Yes. Yeah, I just think that that's lovely because she deserves more work and I'm excited for her. What did you guys think about Maria Bakalova joining Guardians 3 and the amazing actress from the Suicide Squad, Daniela what was it?
Melchior?
Melchior.
Definitely not Melchior.
Joining Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Let us know in the comments. Moving on to our next thing. Let's talk about the Fantastic Four, Nick.
Released in 2015?
No, not in Fan 4 Stick.
Released in 2003.
No. We're talking about the upcoming one from Marvel Studios.
Directed by John Watts.
Was directed by John Watts. He stepped away to direct a Star Wars TV show that actually sounds fucking awesome.
It does.
But
With Jude Law, come on.
Wow.
She gets it.
I just watched The Holiday for the first time the other day.
Not what I thought you were gonna pull, but all right.
Honestly, my brain went immediately. Gattaca. I fucking love that movie, dude.
For some reason, I went Sherlock Holmes 2: Game of Shadows.
Me too.
But I haven't seen that one. I've only seen the first Sherlock Holmes.
Hey, those are Guy Ritchie films, and they're fucking good.
I know they are. You know what I just showed Ruben for the first time?
What?
The Gentleman.
He loved it, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we
Good.
fell asleep like halfway through, but it was also like 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
But
anyway.
He finished it the next day.
Fantastic Four.
Yes.
It had a director change. And, us being the audience thinking like, oh, they're going to announce like a new director sometime soon. Well, apparently, and this is according to every major source out there. I just didn't pull up the story.
Save for Kevin Feige.
Yeah. So basically, they're looking for a new director, obviously. But apparently, they don't expect to have one before like September.
That's crazy.
Because apparently, they are aiming for what every trade is calling like high names to direct Fantastic Four. Like they are like, we want to get a fucking big name on this movie. And apparently it's because Kevin Feige was not hands-on during Doctor Strange 2 because he worked with Sam Raimi early in his career and he's like, my dude, you got this, right? And he was like, Kevin, yeah. And
Ron
then-
Howard voice.
Yeah.
He did, in fact, not have it.
Hey, fuck you. I love Doctor Strange 2.
I was not a big fan.
Unfucking believable, right?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Anyway, debate for another day.
I mean, I just want to say Sam Raimi deserves a smooch just for everything.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that.
No,
another
but I
time.
understand.
Yeah.
But anyway, he is like, holy crap, that was great. Like, not having to worry about that. And I see a bunch of people commenting, like some saying like, oh my God, he's not going to be as hands-on, the world's ending.
Yeah.
And some people just being like, he finally learned what a director is, haha. And I'm like, that's funny. But I think what it really is as we reported many months ago, Disney is now changing the hierarchy of who's in charge of what. And Kevin Feige now has direct bosses that aren't Bob Chapek. Like he used to go directly to Alan Horn and Bob Iger. Now he has people above him. And I'm thinking he now cannot be as involved in these projects to shepherd them. Because he used to get young independent filmmakers and he's like, hey, don't worry about the big budget. I'm here. We're going to do this together. And he doesn't have the time, especially with all the TV shows and stuff going on now, to necessarily be as involved in all that. So he's like, with Sam, I felt more comfortable doing that because of what a great director he is. I need to feel that comfortability on this film, on Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that's why.
Yeah, but see, given how the other Fantastic movies have gone, I would have think Kevin Feige would have been like, we need to monitor this.
Yes.
This is a Kevin Feige movie.
Yeah, but let's also talk about Marvel money.
Marvel money do be good.
They could get whoever they wanted.
Who do you think they've reached out to? If you just had to spitball like 2-3 names.
Robert Zemeckis.
Okay.
They've probably reached out to J.J. Abrams.
Mm-hmm. Martin Scorsese, yep. Yeah, they should give it to the game night guys.
True, but here's the thing. I would not be shocked if they've asked Steven Spielberg.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, could you
Dalton
imagine?
Head implodes.
But like, imagine Marvel's First Family, a comic in the 60s when Spielberg was probably a kid, who has said on record many times what inspired him to make movies was Marvel Comics and just comics in general. Dude.
There is no way.
But apparently they're going for that level. Like, they are
like we want to say like a Quentin Tarantino film. Like, we want to fucking market the director.
Yes.
It's going to be interesting. See, I don't know how I feel about it because I think there's a lot of good names they could get.
That's true.
Are up. Like, I know John Krasinski was fan cast as Mr. Fantastic, and then spoilers.
Surprise! Yeah.
Mr. Fantastic for a cameo.
Uh-huh.
I think he's a great director with The Quiet Place.
Yeah.
I'd totally be down for that. Give Bryce Dallas Howard anything. I mean, she deserves a Star Wars film, but I'd totally be down for her to watch her do Fantastic Four.
Absolutely.
It's
Ron Howard.
Ron Howard.
Just so I can watch him on the press tour, because that brings me so much joy.
Ron Howard.
Yes.
She just likes making movies.
Yes.
You know, I mean, fucking get a Daniel Espinosa in there.
Did you just pull the director of Morbius?
Yes, I did. I mean, but then they're gonna drop a name like Zemeckis or Spielberg and be like,
"Fuck,
God damn it, good for them."
Yeah.
How the fuck? How much money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I do think that it's because the power structure's changed and he's trying to prepare for that power structure. I don't necessarily believe it's because he doesn't want to be as involved. I don't think so at all.
I think he just needs to shift focus.
Yeah.
But it's a hell of a movie to do it on.
Yeah. Well, I feel like he's under a lot of pressure to make that movie good because there hasn't been a good one.
Yeah.
And it's like if Marvel Studios can't make Fantastic Four, then no one can make Fantastic Four.
No, you can't try it again.
Yeah.
Even 40 years from now when Marvel does a complete MCU is dead, you know, and you start redoing it, maybe like
Yeah. But anyway, what do you guys think about the whole Fantastic Four director drama? Let us know in the comments as we move on to we're going to do a quick little recap reviews of two shows going on right now, Kenobi Episode 4 and just Kenobi as a whole. And Miss Marvel Episode 1, which we just watched right before this.
Before we started filming, yeah.
So let's talk about Kenobi briefly.
Yes.
There's been a lot of criticism of this show. I think it's been fucking fantastic.
I've enjoyed every second of it.
I mean, now there are some problems I have with it. The main problem I have with it is that some of the action blocking is off. Noticeably off. Now, maybe just because I'm an indie film and I work with blocking that I'm noticing it. Maybe there are casual TV and movie watchers who it's just maybe not. But to me, the action blocking specifically has just been not timed well, and it just seems not rehearsed. And that's the only thing that is bugging me about the show in a major way. There's a couple little things here and there that I'm like, but like overall, I think it's great. And I'm shocked. I'm shocked by some of the response of like people not enjoying the show.
Yeah, I think it's been really good. I hope it's not being hindered by a lot of expectation of like expecting just Clone Wars live action.
Yeah, because that's the one. The show never promised that, and two, like what I don't, you know.
I mean, especially what they pulled out the first episode. I did not expect that character to be in it.
Yeah.
And that be the catalyst for the story.
And by the way, the actress is doing great.
Playing both people who she's supposed to be, beautiful.
Great.
And especially this last episode.
Yeah.
With like the whole the interrogation.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it's been great. I've enjoyed it. I mean, there's little things here and there, but also I try not to let just like
we're not doing spoilers because she hasn't watched it yet, so we're being like vague as hell.
I hate when it's like one scene is what's nitpicky. Like, I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of the Boba Fett show, but everyone just talks about like, oh my god, that chase scene was so bad, and it's like that ruins the show for you. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah. It's like, go to any Marvel movie. You could pick out a scene where you're like, was that it?
Yeah, that's not why I disliked the Boba Fett show.
Yeah, and you're gonna be like that's why that's bad. Just look at that scene. You're just cherry picking an argument. It's like, and I could get it if it was consistent. Yeah, but there really hasn't been anything consistently like bad.
No. Like I said, to me the only thing is the action blocking. Yeah. And like I would give out specific examples, but I don't want to ruin it for her. But yeah,
I'll watch it.
yeah, please watch it.
I will watch it with very low expectations, for I do not like any other Star Wars show, and I have found them to be very lackluster as of right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. You don't like Mandalorian.
I do not like The Mandalorian. I mean, I haven't liked any of them.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that came out
After the movies, yeah.
after,
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
care for it. But here's the thing: I have a lot of complaints. We've seen a lot of the movies together. I have
Yeah.
a lot of complaints about the movies too, but the shows have been just, especially, and again, especially with the Marvel shows coming out too. When then you compare storytelling, and then I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, it's very
Yeah,
below,
yeah,
like at least Marvel concepts and development, and it was just very upsetting.
yeah. And like another thing I'll say is
I think the shows have been better than the sequel trilogy already.
not 9 maybe.
I think that's a fair thing to say.
I still stand by 7 and 8 are good movies.
I think they're on par with 7. I'm not a big fan of 8,
I know.
but I don't hate it for like the
yeah. We've had
we've
spoken ad nauseum about that. Yeah.
9 I don't really care for.
Yeah. 9 was fucking awful.
But I personally I really like Rogue One and I really like Solo, and
I love 1/3 of Rogue One.
I think these shows have been really really good. I mean I think Boba Fett's the weakest to me,
I agree.
especially because your best episodes were
Not involving him.
not involving him,
Mhm.
and he needed to go to the Bacta tank.
Like a bantha.
You know what I will give Boba Fett though?
Huh.
There were so many goddamn Tusken Raiders.
You're gonna say that. You love them.
I fucking love a Tusken Raider, and the Mandalorian, they brought him in, and then
Yeah.
Boba Fett brought him in again. So I'm just waiting for Kenobi to have a Tusken Raider.
What if there was a World Star Wars Marvel crossover that was just Tusken Raiders and Skrulls?
That War Machine has to fight them all.
Yeah. War Machine and Babu Freak have to fight them all.
Yeah, I don't know what people wanted from Kenobi. I'm sad that it was not this.
Because, dude,
And-
the acting on the show, like, Ewan McGregor
Oh yeah,
is murdering it. Like, amazing.
fantastic. Yeah.
Now, one criticism I will say that I've agreed with that I read, and I didn't think about it, and so I rewatched some of the episodes, and I was like, oh, the Star Wars shows in general are starting to be, instead of using the volume as a tool, they're being hindered by it, and that they have to shoot on it. Like I feel like the shows feel like they have to shoot on it. So there's not as much as dynamic camera and stuff that you can do because you're shooting in that volume stage. Whereas Mandalorian season 1, I thought it worked great.
Yeah.
After that,
It was used when it needed to be.
yes.
Yeah.
So,
But now it's like basically they're in front of a green screen the whole.
well, just the volume the whole time.
Yeah.
And it's 2D moving. I mean, not like, but how you can move the camera,
Yeah.
limits it. But yes. Anyways, what did you guys think about the Obi-Wan show so far? Let us know. Now we're going to talk about Miss Marvel episode 1 because we just watched that shit right before we started, and it was fucking delightful.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yep, and we are going to do some spoilers on this because she's seen it. So spoilers for Miss Marvel episode 1. Nicholas, we have a lot of great things to say about the show.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you say your big cheerworthy moment during the episode.
They brought back Agent Cleary from No Way Home. He's the Department of Damage Control agent who was interrogating Ned and Zendaya and Marissa Tomei. Jacob Batalon, I do know his name.
I was going to say, you
I
said
know
everyone's
his
real
name.
name
I
except
know.
him.
Ned, MJ, and Aunt May. And he was fantastic, and he was in it for 5 minutes, and I was like, I want more of this guy. And I didn't think it would happen because it was a Sony movie, and Sony's like, but he's ours. Because they were about Agent Cleary. And Kevin Feige was like, no, he's mine. And they were like, oh, yeah, okay. That's how you get Blade and Morbius too. They had to give Marvel Agent Cleary.
Yes. What a fair trade.
And I love that they gave him the post-credit scene. Because no one outside of, like, me is going to know, like, oh my god, that's Agent Cleary from No Way Home. And immediately, I just hope, yeah, that was just great. That made me happy.
Yes.
I love Agent Cleary. My favorite thing, too, is that guy doesn't know anything about Marvel.
Yeah.
He said in interviews, he's like, yeah, John Watts, I just know him. And he was like, do you want to do this role? I was like, I don't know anything about the MCU. And he was like, perfect. I just want you to come in and harass these children. He was like, you got it. And now he's harassing this child. That sounds bad.
Yeah.
He's going. Yeah. He's after Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
He will get her.
But going into the show, the lead performance,
Yes.
amazing.
Fantastic. Got me excited for the Miss Marvel sequel.
Yes, I'm very excited for that, especially with Neo DaCosta directing.
Yes.
But I loved the directing of the episode. There was a lot of very, unlike the Star Wars shows, there was a lot of very dynamic camera movements. It felt like it had a life of its own, and it was very stylistic, which normally I'm apprehensive about, but I think for the tone of the series, it worked wonderfully.
I'm curious if that'll continue, if that was just supposed to kind of set a tone, and then it'll...
We'll see.
backtrack
I'd
of
be
it,
fine either way.
I enjoyed it very much, especially like the texting instead
Yeah.
of just text on a screen.
And like I buy their family unit, I buy her friendship, I buy I'm liking the lived-in world the MCU finally feels.
Mm-hmm.
Like with these other shows when they would reference the snap, and I'm like, all right, we get it.
Neat.
The blip happened. Cool. Let's move on. And it finally feels like a lived-in world, like AvengerCon, which I know is from the comic books, but it's just like that whole thing and how they executed it was like, this feels...
They changed that a lot, too.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be like a giant attack. And
Yeah. But it's like this...
Yeah. No, yeah,
this
that it's
will
a thing,
be...
and you see all the different costumes.
Yeah. And
it
finally just feels that way.
Yeah.
And...
It's very grounded, too. This show, at least, feels very, like, specific to a community.
Yeah,
which
but
I really like.
it also, and the reason why like people talk about diversity in film and TV, and they
Yeah.
talk about all these things, and why a show like this is why it's important both not only in front of but behind the camera, is because one, the stories are going to feel authentic, and two, the real reason why I love diversity in film and TV is because it shows while we are different and unique, we're still people, and we still have the same family.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I identify her mom. I'm like, she reminds me of my fucking mom, and like, having these stories be represented and be on, it's not to highlight how different people are. It's to highlight how similar human beings are.
Yeah.
And being able to see that and live in that and feel that is really nice. And just with anything, not just with this show. And I feel like, because what you don't want to do is pander to an audience. And something that the MCU has been nailing with, say, one or two scenes in a movie, they don't pander.
Mm-hmm.
They try to be as authentic as they can.
Yeah.
So
I think it was great. Just all the characters I found just interesting and charming and very vibrant and real.
Yeah.
Like the dad, the mom, like their whole dynamic. The dad just kind of being a goofball. The brother just kind of existing.
Yeah.
And just the way everyone played off each other was just really well. And like her and her friend, like their relationship, which is obviously gonna most likely butt into a romance.
Yeah, and the thing is, all of what you just said, that's on performances too.
Oh yeah.
Because in a story like this, where you have to move, you only have time to write a scene where it's like, all right, in this scene, we establish they have a connection.
Yeah.
And from that, it's on the actors, and every single actor did great in establishing that and making it feel realistic.
Well, that too, and just part of chemistry on screen. And I'm not speaking just to like her and the friend, like as the potential lover, but like the family unit as a whole. A lot of that, just acting performance-wise, it's a rhythm. You can have chemistry, but you also need to be in sync. And with the way like these cameras were moving, like all over the place, every movement was choreographed, and all the actors played it well. So now you're having to make a connection with a person, show that connection, and be able to move around each other and not feel like... So that's just it. And with that, it made them feel more like an actual family unit that exists, is just watching how quickly they can play off each other.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I find it really cool how in a lot of these movies, when there's someone younger coming into power or something like that, they usually alienate the family. The family doesn't really know what's going on, and then they find out, and they're like, wow, what's going on? Like, let's protect you or whatever. But with her, and again, this was just how I saw it, it feels very much like her mom knows exactly what's going on, and this is going to come into play. And I think that's a very cool dynamic that we haven't necessarily seen. And that's got me really excited.
Well, yeah, because they established that the I don't know the correct word for it, but
The
like
bracelet thing,
her
yeah.
bracelet gave her the powers.
Yeah.
And it was her grandmother's.
And her mom knew what that shit was when she saw it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like...
And there's someone else, too, who they're going to talk about, like, in the family, who something happened. But clearly there's more to the story than just, oh, she was a rebel, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so clearly there's also something, too, with it where the mom has clearly declined having the power.
Yeah.
Or did not want the power, or just genuinely did not know what her mom did. But she saw that bracelet and was like, oh,
yeah.
No, my superhero daughter, obsessed daughter, is not getting that.
To the attic.
Yep, to the attic that goes. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm interested to see where it all goes. I just want to know who if there's going to be a villain too, because like normally that's a big thing of like superhero show and movie marketing. It's like, oh, who's the villain?
Well, the
Society.
villain could be your boyfriend.
Don't you dare disrespect Agent Cleary and call him the villain. He is a hard-working agent for the Department of Damage Control.
Well, but he says bring her in.
That
you know what I mean? That he might. I don't know.
This is accurate.
Some government agency wanted to do some testing. It's been
I am curious what it is, because he was working for Damage Control, and Damage Control doesn't care for future superheroes.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
She did some damage at that convention.
She did, yeah,
Sure,
but
she
what are they
did
gonna?
Real damage.
Yeah, but
You
what
know I
can
mean?
they do? Anything? You know?
Last person he brought in was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He did some damage.
Yeah.
God, I wish they had conceived Agent Cleary sooner. Can you imagine he's the one that rolls up to Vulture's site and it was like, this DODC jurisdiction needed to
And
fuck
Vulture
off.
just
My God.
decks him.
Oh, that way and then he's not in Far From Home. And
Yeah.
then he comes back in. I would have been all about that.
Yeah.
God, yeah, it's a good point though. I could definitely see maybe it's just Department of Damage Control got some funding because they took all of the Stark tech, and they were like, "We're gonna use this." Yo, what if they're using Stark drones to bring her in? They took all the drones from Mysterio.
Ooh.
Yo.
Well, there's a lot of different connections that can be made with him, but I think
Yeah.
ultimately he's gonna be the guy.
Yeah.
Because they don't
Like, maybe
need
he's not
an
even just, like, the
extra
bad- yeah.
terrestrial, like,
Oh my
they
God.
don't need that.
If he's a scroll this whole time.
That's what I was
Were you
gonna
about
say.
to say that? God, I would love it if Agent Cleary was a scroll.
How did you know Nick Fury was off-world?
He knew Nick Fury was off.
Q.
What if in Secret Invasion he's a fucking scroll?
Dalton, if Agent Cleary becomes a scroll, that'll be my Joker moment. I'll quit my job and I'll go work for Kevin Feige.
Under the Secret Invasion page on Letterboxd, I'll put this happened to my buddy Nick.
It's happened to my buddy Nick one. I'll quit my job, work for Kevin Feige. He'll be like, "What did it? Was it like Endgame?" And be like, "You made Agent Cleary a scroll," and he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah." God, no, I'm calling it. Yes, I think it's gonna be Cleary. I bet they're using Stark tech to try to like. I bet the villain's gonna be like, not the villain being Tony Stark, but like Vulture it, where they kind of have like Stark tech now. That's my guess.
It would give them a reason to bring in Captain Marvel to be like, I gotta help this little girl.
Yeah, this child. I must defeat all of these drones.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. What did you guys think of Miss Marvel Episode 1? Let us know as we move on to our next story. Okay, Nick, okay, I can finally talk about the box office.
Oh my God. This guy's
I
relentless.
don't know what movie came out that he's so excited about.
So, first let's talk about this little movie.
Do you want to call Kenny Loggins before we get started?
Oh, Kenny Loggins will be called. Don't worry about that.
Because this box office is in the...
Danger Zone! Thank you.
Did it really, when you saw these numbers, did it, take your breath away?
I couldn't figure it out until right before you said it, what it was going to be, the joke. Anyways, before we get into that though, let's talk about a little movie that came out called Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yes.
That we didn't get to talk about because we were on hiatus.
Yes.
So, first of all, fucking phenomenal.
Fantastic.
Second of all, that movie started limited, went wide, and released. So the box office numbers throughout the weekend are going to be weird.
Mm-hmm.
But when it hit wide release, its second weekend, it went up. Which rarely happens. And it kept doing that. And it would dip back and forth. And we were talking, like, for an indie movie, that's fantastic. Like, how much it made. I think it made... Fuck, hang on.
You probably just click it right there, right?
Oh, was it there?
Number 8.
Right there.
No. Aha.
6, sorry.
That's made 76 million worldwide, which for that movie is pretty good.
What do you think the budget was?
Less than that.
$5?
Let's see. Everything.
I'm gonna give him a cool 25 mil.
Everywhere. I think that's pretty
That's my best
close.
guess.
Boom.
Ooh.
Nailed it right on the head,
Look
bro.
who's got the fucking box office down. Look out, Dalton.
Good job. But yeah, they made 3 times their budget back. You know, that's great. But
Fantastic.
when that happened, we were talking. We're like, you know what? It's still proof that the best marketing is word of mouth.
Yeah.
Boy,
Can't
oh
see
boy,
it.
did a fucking movie prove that. Oh my God. So
Bad
another
guys,
yes, another film came out called Top Gun Maverick. A movie that the first Top Gun is fine. It's fine. According to everyone who's my dad's age, it's the greatest film of all time. It's good. I love Tony Scott as a director.
Thoroughly enjoyed the movie.
He's better Michael Bay.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that we don't get to see his style often, so because he unfortunately passed away. But so being able to watch the original Top Gun and see it's a nice slice of the 80s. It's very 80s. It's fine. God, the new one's fucking phenomenal.
That's a great movie.
It is so fucking good, and way better than it had any right to be.
Yeah.
And
Tom Cruise don't fuck around.
He
man.
does not.
Scientology's onto something.
producer Tom Cruise does not fuck around. And I have a fun little number to show you. So when we talk on the show about what is an average drop that you'd like that is a good drop
What was
that you want to see for a movie from weekend 1 to weekend 2.
Anywhere like 40 to 50, right? Is that about right?
It's about
50?
50 to 55,
50,
57 is pretty if you have that drop, you're like, all right, good drop. That's what we like to see. Now, with bigger films, the more money you make on opening weekend, the less likely you're going to have that small drop because everyone fucking saw it on the opening weekend.
Because it's a lot, yeah.
Spider-Man No Way Home, for example, dropped 68%.
Holy crap.
And that is the 6th highest grossing movie of all time.
Yeah.
Avengers Endgame, I think, dropped around there, maybe even more, just because the entire universe saw that movie opening
And
weekend.
that's the second highest grossing movie of all time.
Yes. Top Gun Maverick opened to over $100 million. I think it was it was like 120, 115, something around there. For a movie that opened over $100 million. Guess how much it dropped in weekend 2?
So you said 50 to 55 was average. I'm going to
Yeah.
go, because we're talking about this, so I'm going to go 40.
40. That'd be a hell of a drop, right?
40 is a good drop, yeah.
It dropped 29%.
Holy shit.
That doesn't happen! Ever!
That's gotta
Sorry,
be,
that was loud.
That's got to be
Feature
a
Dalton.
record, right?
It is a record. It fucking broke the record for the lowest drop to a second weekend for a movie that opened over $100 million. And guess what? Guess what the previous record holder was? Shrek 2.
They dethroned Shrek 2.
They dethroned Shrek 2.
Boycott it. Everyone, Shrek 2 back in Shrek 2 back in theaters. Shrek 2 Morbius double feature. Where's Morbius on this list?
But here's the crazy thing, right? So Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, for example. Let me see if it has its opening weekend number on here. If my computer wants to work. In its opening weekend, it made $187 million.
Holy shit.
Right? Top Gun, in its opening weekend, made 126.
Okay.
Top Gun's 10-day total has surpassed Doctor Strange's 10-day total.
Wow.
That is word of mouth.
And that was a 60 mil difference.
Yes.
You just said.
Yes. That is word of mouth. And that is more proof that it's still the best marketing ever is make a great movie. Because what I've always said, your first weekend is how good your marketing is. Your second weekend is how good your movie is.
Mm-hmm.
Proof of that.
Now what's it at right now? Does it have like,
Top Gun 2?
Yeah, where it's currently
As
is
of
this thing gunning for a bill? Or
Worldwide, it's at $583 million.
so it's not gonna hit bill.
It will. I think it will.
Oh, you think it will?
Because Doctor Strange opened to 187. He's at 911. I'll be honest. I think Doctor Strange is going to come short, and I think Top Gun's going to pass it. If it maintains this pace,
Yeah.
yeah. Now, there is the Jurassic World of it all.
There is the Jurassic dinosaurs.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if it's going to depend on that drop. If it drops another 50% next weekend, what a fucking hold.
Yeah.
But now what's working against Jurassic World, the reviews aren't great.
Yeah.
So, either Top Gun takes a significant drop in week 3, just because there's competition now, Jurassic World is out.
Yeah.
Or people still choose to go see Top Gun for their second, third time over Jurassic World, which would be insane. And Jurassic World's going to make money. They all make money.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
And they know it because look at any of the stories and the reviews.
Yeah.
Whatever it has is because of the dino.
Yeah. But, yeah. So.
And Sam Neill in a cowboy hat.
1,000%. So I just wanted to bring up the crazy box office-ness that was going on. And I appreciate you letting me do that. All right, hold on.
Lost City's still holding, huh?
Yeah, hold on. Let's see how much Morbius has made.
How'd Lost City do?
Oh wow.
Oh.
Oh, bud. Oh, bud.
Morbius has made 163 million worldwide on a budget of 75. So it made 2.2. If only memes could make you money.
All right, what if we tell Sony we were busy last weekend? But, like, if they did it again, we'd all go see it. Did you see the average for the number?
It was like $85 per theater.
Like $85 per theater, which is about 30 people per theater.
Yeah. Now, hold on.
I'll tell you what, fucking look at Paramount fucking this year.
Yeah.
Just coming out the gate with it. Lost City, Sonic 2.
And then
Top
next year,
Gun.
Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Now,
people sleep on Paramount.
Yeah.
Paramount movies are good.
Hey, I've had Paramount in the love of my life ever since they told Warner Brothers, no, Henry Cavill cannot shave. Go fuck yourself.
Henry Cavill cannot shave. Also, we're making a Halo show.
That I still haven't finished. I'm only halfway through. But, oh, you know what? Yeah. Yep. And they have The Godfather.
And RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh.
Do they also have Godfather 2?
And 3.
They got 3?
Yeah.
What about The Offer?
That too. You can stream that exclusively on Paramount Plus.
Nice.
Paramount's also the only one that changed their icon to a gay icon. In the
That's true for Pride Month.
Paramount and Dan Aykroyd's Crystal Vodka said gay rights.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes. Dude, Doctor Strange has made 4.6 times its budget on a budget of $200 million. That's shmoney. By the way, I'm happy to report that Doctor Strange 2 is Sam Raimi's highest grossing film of all time.
What was the one before that?
Probably Spider-Man 3.
3, you think? That makes sense.
Still feel like he has other movies that should be higher.
Oh, should be higher. Evil Dead 2 should have made $8.7 billion.
People know Evil Dead.
And
I
Army of
know.
Darkness should have made $8.3 billion.
Yes.
And Darkman.
Darkman, The Quick and the Dead, A Simple Plan. Great filmmaker. Listen, I think Doctor Strange is going to come just shy of $1 billion. I want Sam Raimi to have $1 billion movie so bad, Nick. I want it so bad.
Doctor Strange 3.
I hope so.
Who they should get the original directors back.
Scott Derrickson, who's great. I can't wait for the Black Phone.
I fucking cannot wait for the Black Phone.
But anyways, guys, I think that's going to do it for the return of the Roundtable. I know that this
so.
one came out on a Thursday, at least hopefully if I do my job.
Mm-hmm.
But from now on, we're going to film on Mondays. They should be up on Tuesdays. We're pretty much back. We might take a little break to film the rest of our movie. But I think we should be good. We probably won't take a break. But that's pending we're okay and rolling. Soon I'm going to make a video just addressing some changes coming to the channel. But other than that, you can look forward to the Movie Nights Roundtable coming back every Tuesday for the foreseeable future. Nick, you got anything you want to add?
Take care, brush your hair.
Take care, brush your hair. Be kind, rewind.
Hashtag Agent Cleary.
And we'll see you next time.